This map being picked up was maybe a little bit of a surprise, but moving away from that composition was an even bigger one. If Fnatic have prepped, it's probably not for the cookie cutter comp. Already though, solid start. Kiko aggressively alongside Yumpy. The tag team just shutting down Fnatic. Boaster trying to cling to life, even a chance for a reload, and Boaster does well. It's now left on to Leo, and he can't quite hit the shots. It'll be Liquid to kick things off. The problem now, though, is that there's a lot of weak weaponry when it comes to this B-side defense.
Yeah, I mean, starting it out, Enzo will grab one with the Ares. Not my favorite weapon. They'll start. The smoke certainly helped them, but 35 seconds, still plenty of time for Fnatic to get into this site. The Danger Man could be nuts if he's left unchecked. That wall bang from Leo is clean. And Mystic's being spotted on the site. 25 seconds. They've got to up the pace and make their way through. Leo's thinking about spamming. And good damage done. Nats on 26. Still good for one in the back. The cage up. He won't be able to get the weapon. Even the risk of further spams too much. 2v3. From this point forward, damage is the name of the game, and Leo's getting a little more damage through the wall.
Necessary victory versus Gentlemates. Might even get to see his chamber a little bit later on, but needs quite a lot here. First kill does go his way, making things ever so costly, but the double peek from Fnatic is sublime.
The way through. This could and likely will come down to a retake. The question is, how much damage can Nats and Enzo get done? How easy can they make that retake for their teammates? Already going well with one, with two, in fact. Enzo wall banging them with the Odin, and Nats takes his time to swing. It's all on Durka. 75 HP, 10 seconds, and the spike down in the open. He is out of here, but he's not out scot-free. Look who's coming to say hello. Kiko, his steps might have been heard. Durka's ready, but not good enough to take the fight. That's how it'll pan out in Liquid. Well, they have certainly read this with the rotations. Already 4 players close by and ready to help out on this fight. Mystic doesn't seem to need help, but he's got it anyways. Nats on the scene as Mystic cleans up house, and Yampy's advanced position pays off tenfold. Nothing left but Leo again.
You had 2 players just hoping to try and take some of those fights, and Liquid were so prepared for that aggression. A couple of players watching. Yumpy's even going to be there to close out the round, and it's got to be on Durka. Maybe goes in second. They've got some supportive utility, but they're going to try and play off the one-way. It has a gamble, and he actually used all of his knives in one go. Didn't even get a kill for it. That's gone horrifically. And while Mystic, he loves a TB. He loves some confidence plays. This is maybe a little too confident.
Timed well, but it goes past the smoke. They're still safe inside it. Now they've got eyes on him. Rotations from Kiko. He's just now making it through. Enzo can't hold on, but the trade is quick enough. Leo, deaths per round for a reason. Barely ever goes down until the last few seconds. Now a chance in the 1v2. Isolates a fight, knows the op is last. Really nice try by Leo. And that could have been...
One of the first times we've seen Fnatic with an early advantage, and while Liquid are not just going to sit back and wait. Timing here is going to be everything. The steps have been heard. Nat's still going to get one. Yumpy's still trying to swing, but Durka's already going to be past the angle. Enzo, though, he's been unstoppable at the back of this site, spamming away. He gets himself a kill and a second as well. The Odin Master at work, and well, he's got support as well, leaving it all onto Critical, and he just can't stop him. The Odin from the backside picks up 3.
I get it, Tom. Makes sense.
I was going to say, because he's not normally the man you need to target, but he is in this game, I'll give you that. Alpha is going to drop 1. Those trades are out. Enzo might be in trouble.
No utility to fight their way back through, but still a minute on the clock. The problem is Fnatic don't have control anywhere else. They're being flanked. They know that that's a possibility, so they just decide to fight forward. Great success with Chronicle finding that. Only going into 1 more man, and at the end of the day, Enzo has been there a couple times, but he was spotted spraying early on short. They'll isolate Yumpy. That's the idea, and they've caught Enzo on the flank. It looks like everything's gone according to plan. Just that man left to deal with, and they will finally post plants. And a late lurk up through middle. If this takes Liquid too long to get in, they could be in a lot of trouble. I like the dash out of Kiko. I like the wall bang out of Enzo, straight down onto Boaster, but here's the element they might not be ready for. The reveal shows a couple of them alpha. Now has to try to capitalize on this. He's got Chronicle with him, and both are shut down! Yumpy alone! And that's how it's gonna end. Kiko dropping that final player to leave the defuse in their hands.
Chronicle and Boaster, they've got what they need to try and make a play back into the site. But even still, this is not going to be easy. Chronicle with the first. Yumpy, again, I don't know how he gets anything from these positions. Trade back from Mystic does well, but still the advantage sits with Fnatic. Onto the defuse they go. Enzo going to try and slow them down, but those counter flashes making it awkward. They're not currently defusing, and now Enzo has it all to do. Looking to try and clutch out, and it will not happen. This round out especially, which, well, you're going to have Nats needing to go nuclear. It might be a bit of a surprise though, somebody even having a rifle, and yeah, Boaster has met that surprise. Unfortunately, Nats has already met his demise at the hands of Alpha, and now leaves it all on to Mystic. He's going to try some tricks, but that dart has kind of taken the magic away.
It has a little bit, hasn't it? Pulled the curtain up and you could see it brought...
Move on. They're slowly being surrounded here. The thing is though, Boaster's position is going to make things quite a bit more awkward. They're going to get to hold on to quite a lot of ground. It's more so how many can Chronicle take. The answer's already won. The second not quite going in his favor. And they have managed to isolate one of the battles at least. Dirk already going down. Nats waiting on the corner. Alpha rounds it and wins the fight this time. Puts it back into an even scenario with Boaster still holding onto that ground. Kiko desperately low on HP, but he's got Mystic alongside him. And now it's down to Leo again, and not this time. Liquid turned things back to him.
And Yumpy, almost irretrievable at this point.
But yeah, the worst thing is the ult was actually cancelled by the KO ult. Nice bait though. They've actually managed to trade that out quite evenly. Now they've got to be careful of Enzo's gun. And actually, Leo goes diving through. High amounts of risk, little reward from the Fnatic side. They've gone from having an advantage to, well, an evening up, and never mind. Just like that.
They know that TP was used close. It was heard. He's just about dodged Boaster and knife out. It's the freest kill of Mystic's life. He's down to 32. It's at least a headshot that drops him in the end, so it's all onto Enzo. Shock Dart gone up straight in the air. It's going to be bouncing around for a little bit. He's trying to make them think that he's moved position towards main. He's buying time, but no. Here he is instead. The Odin doesn't find the first fight, but it snipes Dirk out of the air. All left on the Chronicle. He'll be revealed in a moment, but safe behind the generator with 29 HP. So run it back to the A site. But Chronicles come back to reinforce the troops. Not only that, but you've got Boaster here on the angle and Durka up close, ready to fight. He'll only get the one, but he's got plenty of teammates to fill the gaps. 40 seconds on the clock. Okay, Boaster down for one, but that's good enough. Fnatic just need to stagger this aggression.
Spot. And there we go. Well, it's a good thing he did hold on to that nade. Now they can create some really awkward scenarios, just sticking this one through all the way, leaving it down to just Nats on 29, and he just has to save the gun.
This is going to spur Team Liquid forward. The big flash taken out of play, the big piece of utility. Now they look to the site itself. They just need to uproot these players, and Boaster's quick to be dealt with. Chronicle up top, the flank from Alpha Yair, completely unchecked. Backs were turned, but he's almost the only one to do damage. Another kill coming through on the Yumpy. But he's gonna have his best shot at this one. Still a dash, still an updraft to work with, and both cloud bursts. The real problem is gonna be dealing with these players, and you can see why right away he's taking.
Take flight.
It's the B site that has ultimately got eyes on it. Lots of players spotted by that drone. Looks like the info's there for Fnatic.
Oh! Dark has just jumped right in behind Nats. That's already going to be the lurk gone. Now things definitely become tougher. Two players still here. Leo not missing a beat. And they've got to try and clear the man from the back lines. Yumpy has managed to do just that, and Chronicle caught out. Basically goes facing on his lonesome. And speaking of on his lonesome,
30 seconds left.
The spike is alone, but they can start rotating back in the other direction. Mystic looking to try and hold the line, stop them from chasing this man down, trying his best to TP out of there, but it's actually going to be the Judge at range that does the damage.
He took a step forward towards Generator. They think he's further back on the site. The recon even revealed no further push. It's all down to timing. Flashes perfect. It's caught them. He'll equalize it down a bit better. No, even in a 1v1. Fight the jump peak. Not quite going to catch him. Wrapping around the Jenny. He's heard those steps, playing it so well. What a play! Durka's got 3. He's taken the round into his own hands. Mystic on 11 health. The last bastion for Team Liquid, and well, the same call as last time. Perhaps you want to go and save, but there's no choice to be had. You have to fight for that weapon, and that's not a fight that they will win. It's a devastating start for Liquid, and they're denied any aggression on A. The wrap around to B, but they haven't caught these players off guard. Fnatic are still here, still waiting, and Kiko is dropped immediately. Alpha's not stopping either.
It's been a slow start on a map they look like they had their grasp on. They had a holdover for the majority of that first half, and Durka, he's going to try and maybe go for a wallbang. It's not even needed. Leo's just too quick. He's been fantastic throughout the entirety of the map. He kept them in it, and it would be fitting if he was there to close it. The fact is, Yumpy will face anyone, and it may not matter. He is going down. There are 5 Fnatic players waiting to finish this man off, and eventually it's Durka to do the job. And Andaluthia flawless, and a flawless defensive side from Fnatic. believe in Alpha, yeah? We know what this man can do, and they are pushing right into him. He's on the angle, waiting, even going to be shooting at the turret, but he's only going to get the one. Kiko's able to trade, but more importantly, he's able to get his health right back up to maximum.
The wall used deep as well. It's going to narrow down these fights to just one laneway so the whole team can focus up. Nats has managed to slip past, but only good for the one despite damage onto Chronicle. Yumpy doesn't have a way back in. That would be helpful here.
It would be an almost instant death, but it would be entertaining. The thing is, though, he's not even going to get past the first hurdle, which was Boaster. Util really allows for, but there wasn't any plan there. He was just hoping to take those firefights, and already picking off Boaster. Removing all of that Viper utility is huge, and Kiko has done exactly the same on the other side of the map. Has to try and do something a little bit audacious. It seems like Durka might do the opposite. Straight through the smoke. Enzo caught off guard. The spray's decent, but Kiko's still surviving, and now can actually heal himself up for a second time.
Plan's coming through, but the swing is as well. Yeah, the confidence for Fnatic is certainly there, but it's left Leo in a 1v3, a familiar situation. One that he's won before, and now he's just a pixel away from spotting where Yumpy is. Trying to root out that final player. Another tap. And he's caught him. He knows he's up close. Great read from Leo. 6 seconds. Another tap. But this time, the read is there. He's going to try to kill it. He has to find the elimination. There's no time anymore, and they will not root Nats from his position. Patience, play. Only light shields without the heavy. And that's the only thing that can save you from the ire of Yumpy in this round. He's got a challenge up close, but Alpha, full HP, now a little bit lower, but that wall was thick enough to keep him alive, and he follows up with another. Sure, Nats gets him in the end. The
pulling players away from this side of the map. You can see Kiko starting to clear out the kitchen. Do they actually check towards yellow? That's the main thing. Timing is not good for Enzo. He's going to get dropped, but Mystic is still here. Tag low on HP. They don't know where Kiko is, but they do know where Mystic is, but he lands the shot anyway. A huge round from him.
Nice connection on the first, hard to get out. The damage done to Alpha and Chronicle. With the lockdown in play now with no Hunter's Fury to counter. Looks like they're fighting instead. Kiko's already grabbed one up close to double up on Natsus, and it doesn't look like he's stopping. Going forward to try to destroy this lockdown. He almost didn't do it. But just about gets out of there with another kill. Others, though, are knocking on their door, looking to take this fight very quickly. And if they swing onto Leo, the chance for Boaster to catch something around the side is there. He's even found Kiko a beautiful one-way.
Get over as well. And timing's going to be everything. Yumpy's just missed it. Looked away at the wrong moment. The dart's good. And they still haven't got the plant in. Leo hits the shot. 2 HP, and this time Enzo does peak. It's the opposite to the last clutch for Leo. This shot so clean from Yumpy. And he's able to keep control of yellow as well. He hasn't fallen back to the site. They're going to put some util in to try and disrupt him, but Durka's found him. Fin on Fin. And Durka's going to go for a little bit more, but he's not found anything. Hunter's Fury also utilized. I don't know if the call's been there for Nats, but he's going to try and make a play off of it, and the rest of Fnatic are waiting. Kiko, though, that flank comes in quick.
But finding a spot in the corner on the bottom of sight. A trap being set with one player baiting them in, and Kiko caught with knife out. It's all onto Enzo, and he has to fight through a Viper's pit to get this close. Not going to do anything for him.
They've gone.
And as Enzo goes running through, and both haven't gone, Tom. Only one. Alpha still sat behind, and as the pit fades, it's a clean kill for Alpha. Yeah, for the last minute has kept him alive, and he might even have massive impact in the late round. Turret was taken back. Kiko shouldn't be aware of this position, and Alpha gets the jump on him. Shut down at least, and Yumpy will retrieve a weapon. Okay, there's an opportunity.
Oh, what?
There was. Crazy peek from Durka. They're ready for Yumpy. They know that this push can be coming up behind. They're watching it like hawks. Chronicle, good for the one. The second player, though, might not be expected. Doubling up has its value. And Mystic, he's creeping through, finding one, finding two, and now leaving it all on the Boaster. Spotted on the corner and taken down. Mystic on the flank. It was their third flank of the round, Tom. But
in fact, Mystic still has a wall, which he's now going to use. So that's delayed if they were going to push in that direction, and gives information. And so now they have themselves every player bar that one on this side of the map. Enzo up above, not going to be expected. An easy pick, even with the res, but the trade's coming back. Fnatic are making these fights close.
Absolute perfect position. They're going to be banging their heads against the wall. If they end up back turned to this man again. Oh, but he whiffs. None of the shots connect this time. The spam in return. Oh, just about breaking it open, but Chronicle manages to get away with it. 30 HP is enough. With Nats down, consider the save if he can get out of here. And it's not just about crossing back to the spawn. There's also a gap that's being watched down below, and Alpha delivers the final blow. 7.
Favor tour de force for Yumpy, though. He's been devastating with this gun.
He's going up. There's a small gap there to get back out if he can reach it, but there's a player up top. Good connection, no way out. Just the one to be found. B site that little more open. Going to be near impossible to get back through.
Oh, they're going to try and get in quickly. Mystic's been good, but he can't do anything versus that Viper utility. Kiko has a way in and a way out. That's the only real benefit he can find in this scenario, but he's all left alone, and Alfred's there to close it out. Solid half for Liquid, but
the aggressive positions for Liquid. Problem is, Yumpy can TP out, and you'll have Mystic very much isolated. He has to be the one to find a lot of damage. Yumpy, no TP. Instead, he's taken out by the shock dart. Sent to another dimension. Shots landing for Nats, but it might not be enough. There's just too many players left on the other side. Fnatic.
But it's not a round where you want to be going into a deficit, especially when there's 2 outlaws.
Alpha, I thought he'd be in danger, but somehow he's able to take the first kill. A clean shot onto Yumpy. Wasn't the best weapon for the fight. Oh, Kiko. Oh, Kiko, you've got to be careful. He thought they'd be a little further back, but with a plant not even secured at this point, and difficult to secure with Durka hot on their tails, they have to find some kills. Mystic does well to find the first, but
Definitely not going to be easy. This is the man you're looking at, but again, Outlaw waiting on the angle. Bosa's already going to connect. Mystic's been good, but
quick decision. Stuck around a second longer, but they know that lockdown's likely to come through. Kiko not backing off, though, as we said before. He's going to look for a kill, the dismiss, or perhaps even the destruction of that ulti. It doesn't come through. Nats on his lineup, fires through a snake bite, waits for the pulse, and now here comes the second. Looking to delay that diffuse, but Alpha's taking space, being proactive. Only the one to be found. Shock dart in, finds nothing. Yumpy now goes through for his turn and misses the shot. The numbers staying in favor of Fnatic with Nats, the last man standing, and all 3 taken down by Durka. All together, 3 rounds in the lead. Team Liquid are able to buy themselves at least a couple rifles, and it could work out if they manage to get the Viper's pit in play. Nice shot by Yumpy, great shot by Kiko. Now, I mean, they're looking at Enzo. Maybe they think that's the guy they saw moments ago. The plant is coming in, so much is happening, it's distracting the players, and that's when Nats gets a free kill onto Chronicle. With back turned, this delays Leo's rotation back to the site. I mean, at least I thought it would.
When Nats fell, there would need to be some pretty crazy shots connected. Not bad for Alpha, though. He's at least going to get himself one. But for Leo, Leo has other ideas. His goal is to try and make this round as costly as possible. Nobody realizing that he's still around this corner, but it's only going to be the one. A couple of players dropped in the end, but watching, it's something that almost has to be checked for, but they've already bypassed the initial angle. Mystic is not going to go for the peak, almost just baits in his opponent for Nats to take that fight. Now Fnatic are nowhere near the action.
But they have managed to isolate a player. Enzo's caught in the cross back. Alpha's position is not good enough. Beautiful shot onto the head of Alpha Yer, but Mystic tagged up. They try to push forward to capitalize, but Yumpy's there, waiting, taking the kill, dropping one, and Kiko's flank comes through at just the right moment. 4v1 on the back of it. 66 HP for Durka. He can be a demon, but not up against Liquid.
This can be a lot of information either way. Potentially just going to leave Alpha behind and try and stack up the defense to help out a little bit. What is that? And Durka just through the edge has managed to find himself.
Roaming around, knives in hand. He might be 1 down, but 4 still to go, looking for the refresh. First shot doesn't land. Cloudburst deep allows the swing up close. Damage done. And here comes the Stinger. Need some space. Get back that little bit further, but Yumpy, oh, he's going to be in trouble. If this wall does get broken open, that's another angle for him to consider. Considers it well and even lands the headhunter. 1 versus 2. Spike to be planted. He needs to choose his position carefully. Look at Alpha here. The flank is coming in, and he has no idea. Spike planted, round ended. Fnatic. That reveal surely gone running, hoping to open up space for Nats to make it through on the lurk. Has to be careful, because all the while Alpha's turret is watching for that aggression. Now Alpha's turret down. This opens up the door for Nats to quicken his pace, to make it through this window, to catch an angle. He's doing damage, dropping Durka, and a push from Mystic at the exact same time. It's gorgeous. And, well, Kiko might not be in the best of positions.
There's 2 detained players. Bosa hasn't seen any of them.
I mean, look, he's probably not winning the round.
There we go.
Even if he dropped both, I think he would have just stuck around to get deleted. And even that first kill with that.
They're going to fight to bring him back.
That's why the res is coming in.
Yeah, it's just Althea's position. Definitely makes me nervous.
Your duty is
Up from above,
Broke
that
the wall.
has not gone great. That is a freebie kill. And more importantly, Mystic's gone down at the same time.
Someone has to recover this now. No res is online. Nobody brought back from the dead. Instead, they've got to eliminate some Fnatic players. Nats is beautiful. Able to slip under the site. But there's still one player. And he doesn't know about Durka. Doesn't know where he's gone. Ring a Rosie once again, but this time it's Durka that gets ahead of it. Catching Nats, shutting down the option to plant. Now you rely on Kiko, catching them off guard. Catches Leo with an arrow in hand, can't make it out past the turret. Time delayed, 14 seconds, time for a plant. Enzo sneaks through at just the right moment, and a plant can now be secured. They've got the site control, and with Kiko still looking for more damage. Both players spotted the information there to play with at least. The lock-in of map 3, he just has to find Boaster and Alpha. Yeah, but the first shuts him down. The IGL of Fnatic keeps this map going. Just to root him out of this position, or even spot him, I believe. The element of surprise certainly there. The shoulder not fired on by Yumpy. He's patient, and he gets his reward. Now wrapped on, sprayed at, and Enzo returning fire, picks up one. The flank eventually comes in, and Alpha's able to drop two. But look at Team Liquid. They're miles ahead of them, already wrapping into this position. The only question is if the flank from Alpha can find the value that we can see. It's just about to. What a shot on the nets! Great correction, but Enzo can drop this spike on the way through. He has to take the kill. No way that they managed to plant this all the way, and there it is. A shock dart to grab the triple kill. I don't think they've noticed, though. Now they have. Boaster was in a little bit of danger if he went out wider. Flank around by Nats being watched. Boaster ready for it, you would think, but Nats is that little better this time. A double kill from him. Kiko grabbing one up behind A and the triple to close it. 14-12. They won't let go of this lead as
these teams run out of steam. Because they have been playing for a while now. It's been a long game. And look at the position already. It's nasty from Durka. Kiko's got the entry, but he doesn't even know there's a man lurking behind. It's going to be 3 for Durka. A huge way to start this off, but already this pistol round is over.
All thanks to that man's sneaky little position. And
force Boaster all the way back. Can't afford to hold on to this ground any longer, but it is a Roosmage. They're going towards C.
Oh, they're going fast, but Durka spotted that. Showstopper used to catch one. Chronicle trying to fall back, delay, and the snakebite will do exactly catch them, but he knows the door will be open as steps come ever closer. Now playing behind the smoke instead. Remember, the benefit of this weapon is that you can spam. The downside is those bullets are very, very clearly visible. Leo does well, dropping the one, delaying further, and even getting Enzo.
Start that they were looking for. I think they're definitely going to have to start back.
Still in back pocket, being lined up now with a seize from Leo. The snade in, no targets dropped, and Yumpy even finds space in the midst of it all, but he spammed down. Great reveal from Leo. Up top though, Mystic able to get so much done, but he can't get out on time. Even then he would have been down
at least. Trying to be a little bit cheeky around the angles. The worry for them already is that's one of the rifles. They've only got one left.
They've got 2 big guns to replace it though, Tom, so I wouldn't be worried. Make that one with Boaster going down. Operator on Durka can be the second for us this time, but he didn't see Mystic sitting up on top of the box. He's been a menace with those shrouded steps, and they have sometimes been shrouded. What is that? From this point, we talked about the wall bang ability of this site, and it most certainly is there, but they have to root these players out of their positions, which does not seem doable. The spam finding next to nothing, bit of damage, Kiko low, but that's where it stops. Team Liquid finally put a round on the board. Is this guy doing? He is playing Omen like, I will say this confidently, like I've never seen before. Not rewarded this time. In fact, it draws them into a fight that, okay, all according to plan. Durka wall bangs Nats. Have a plant to now be found with a post-plant Odin for Enzo.
Spike planted.
Careful. Oh, it's just going to be a swing. They're playing with... And now it's left onto Durka with an Odin. That's not a sentence I ever thought I'd be saying in a retake scenario. He's going to find that first kill, though. Odin versus Odin, but he's got a showstopper nade already being thrown in. That showstopper is still available, but I think he's a little bit more wary about popping it and going down, and instead, Durka's going to take that fight. A 1v2 retake for Durka.
Then you have the reaction from Chronicle, from Leo, to burst through this open door. This door that might even have been opened by their own Odin spraying through. And that's the swing we're talking about. Little double kill for Chronicle, and now they're worried about Leo. Running out of ammo, the nade's going to be used, and Kiko has to try the reload. At least you'd imagine showstopper used, and it's right on Kiko's feet.
Well, It would have to be a clutch for the ages, and it isn't going to be. It's already 3% to get to the playoffs in the first place. I'd say their odds are slightly higher. Kiko leading the charge, but already locked down in play, and they have not spotted out Chronicle. He is still just standing into the ground. That is absurd. Every single kill put in front of him is dropped. Well, they know where Enzo is. He's just decided to use himself a drone. They take a pause, and guess what? That was something that Liquid desperately needed. So far, they've had nothing.
Oh, Kiko, this is a great play. I mean, that is as ambitious as they come. Straight into B after one player spotted, and you have access to. I don't know where they're going to take it, but I think I know the result no matter what. Okay. Durka is dropped, but look at the damage in return.
Even just sat spread across the map. They don't really need to re-aggro or try and take any fights. Leo just can't do anything wrong. Well, the TP actually puts Boaster. He's gone right back to where he was before. Paranoia still held right until the late round. Nice shot from Mystic at least, but he's going to need one or two more of those. Let's at least spot out Boaster. If they can isolate him, maybe they have a chance.
Oh, they have done just that, but look at the HP, Tom. A swift breeze will knock them down at this point. In the last round, there's no need to take risks. They'll stick this one together. A turret put down that could have eliminated Enzo. Just half a second more. The spike tapped Enzo's steps should be enough. At this point with the off angle for Chronicle, a wild spray through the smoke will do all that it needs to.
After all.
They fought for their lives, for survival in the group stages. Now they find themselves doing that yet again.
All right.
Team Liquid off to a good start here. Good stun by Yumpy. Slows them slightly, but the door takes so long to open. He's still going to be in position, able to catch a headshot, but not the kill. Leo down to 20.
Seconds left.
Would be his 5th death of the game so far.
Oh, it's not going to be the connected shots, and Enzo should have secured this round. 20 seconds left for Boaster. He's actually just going to claim the orb. Almost manages to take out Mystic, but it's a big round for him. A second one. Double.
The sights are set on A, and Enzo and Kiko need to hold strong.
Already?
All right.
The Ares has managed to start things off well. He's going to have to pull up something we may never have seen before. With the Ares doing so much work, Leo, though, still finds a trade. But the advantage is firmly stuck with Liquid, and Enzo is still standing. Nat's there to support him. And at this stage, Chronicle just has to hope to try and hold on to the gun. We'll be able to take one with him, but getting away is not going to be easy. In fact, the players of Liquid are chasing, running after him.
A much more difficult way back through.
Losing Nats. Off the back of that Nightfall. Not going to be ideal, an opportunity, but not taken. A quick response from Boaster. However, Kiko is still landing the shots. Does he expect the player on the close position? He half checks it. Doesn't expect Alfia to be there. And now it's left all up to Yumpy. He's pulled off miracles from this position before. It's at the site. Give an opportunity to reload, and that time is ticking so desperately low. Yumpy needs to get a move on. He's going to take the fight versus Leo, and it's lost. The streak comes to an abrupt end.
Chances to close this out. Seems like Team Liquid will be going home. Nice shot by Kiko, though. He's got some life left in him.
Oh, he's going to have to watch this one from the back. Cam is still there.
But they knew about it.
Got it.
They pinged it the whole time. They're ready for it to pop back up one more time. Nice shot onto Yumpy. Enzo's on his way in. Big gun in hand, and not good for one. In fact, it's Nats to pick that up. But now he's forced backwards. The delay of this lockdown is going to give a lot of time into the hands of Fnatic, and with that pick on Mystic isolating duels, they know exactly where Nats is. It looks like the chances have run dry. And the side of Fnatic have locked themselves in for a further playoffs journey, eliminating Liquid. The Kings draw at least another breath.